have the Z06. What a phenomenal day.
Hey guys, Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you today again. We're at Barrett-Jackson auction, 50th anniversary auction here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I have an opportunity here to attend the media presentation of the 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 model. We're going to be having an opportunity to do a Q&A session with some panelists, and then afterwards we're going to be doing an exclusive Eric's Garage AZ YouTube video of this beautiful 2023 C8 Corvette Z06. Stick around for more.
Hey, this is Kevin from Kindiga Design, and this is 2022 Barrett-Jackson. I'm here having a great time, but I'm going to take just 1 second and tell you to check out Eric's Garage AZ. I heard it's unbelievable.
We have the Z06. What a phenomenal day. Thank you, Chevrolet, for bringing these phenomenal cars. Let's give our panelists a round of applause just for being here today. We have some phenomenal speakers today. We have Craig Jackson, Chairman and CEO of Barrett-Jackson Auction Company. Harlan Charles, he is the Corvette Product Marketing Manager. Josh Holder, Corvette Vehicle Chief Engineer. Kai Spade, Bowling Green Plant Director. And Oliver Gavin, our Corvette Racing legend. If you look at this group, they cover literally everything you would want, from design, engineering, development, marketing, production, and of course, racing and competition. And the Z06 is all about that. My name's Scott Black. I'm a media contact for you. If you are interested in talking to somebody from General Motors, from Chevrolet, we will connect you with Trevor Tompkins. He can provide you with all kinds of information, and he can provide you with all the press information that you need. Of course, there's a lot of it on the press side. Now, all of you know that the Z06 was born in competition. In fact, if you look at Chevrolet is considered, I believe, the winningest racing company in American racing history, and the Chevrolet V8 has powered more winning race cars than any other car in history. The Z06 was actually born to race 70 years ago. And so we are very fortunate to be able to introduce those vehicles to you today. When we get finished, I'm going to take some questions from some of the press to answer, to let the panelists answer, and we will talk about some of the fabulous things going on. But to start off, we are very fortunate that one of the biggest admirers and biggest collectors of Corvette is hosting you today. You are standing in Craig Jackson's house. He has grown this community from just his family into all of you. So our first speaker, please welcome Craig Jackson.
Thank you very much. So I have a history with GM cars. My first car, not a Chevy, but was a 66 Pontiac Le Mans that I hopped up and blew up immediately and parked it. We were just in the Equidome looking at the fabulous Pontiac in there that is in the cup, and I'm going to resto mod it with the help of GM Performance, which led to my next car. My next car was a 1968 Corvette 427 T-top, and I hopped it up, blew it up 4 times, but that was because I'm tough on equipment, as my brother says, but I loved that car. I then bought a 67 Corvette, 435 horsepower Corvette, had that for a few decades, sold it, because I found a barn find 67 435 horsepower Corvette with all the options still in my collection. Between then, I bought my first muscle car when I sold on this property my Delahaye for $900,000, and I bought from the original owner, a 69 ZL1 Camaro Rally Sport, one of 2, one of the 69 ZL1s, still have it today. Probably will never sell it. Buying it from the original owner with all the paperwork, and having Zora Duntov look at it and sign the car. I go back in this General Motors history. then I bought a ZR1 when they first came out, and recently bought one of the last ZR1 front engine cars, and the first Z06 Fin 1 car the last year of the front engine, and then bought my C8. And now I am excited about what's coming next year with the Z06, with this 4-cam motor, where General Motors has gone. And I think this is a motor that can actually take my foot, because I love to rev cars, and I love the way that an aspirated motor with this flat plane crank. I am super excited about this, and the opportunity tomorrow night to make history again, like we did when we sold so many of the great General Motors Corvettes over the years, selling the last front engine car for charity for $2.7 million, selling the first C8 for $3 million. I think history is going to be made again tomorrow night. I love the look of this car. When we went to the launch at the hangars in Irvine, and the tie to the Apollo astronauts, which ironically we're selling Alan Shepard's Corvette from 1968, a 435 horsepower L89, which ironically he blew up right away and put a crate replacement engine in it in the day. These cars have history. They are tied to American performance, America's passion for racing, and they are truly Americana, and I love what the new team has done with the Corvette. And with that, I'll go sell used cars. Take it away, guys. I love what GM has done in our partnership with General Motors, and I'm so proud of the car they built.
Thank you, Craig. And you mentioned once one of your favorite moments was President Bush being here to sell a Corvette.
Yes, President Bush selling the Carbon Series 65 and having him up on the auction block. There have been so many moments. You know, having John Force here too, so many times. Always a great personality, and having Mr. H down there, sitting there buying so many of these cars over the years. Mr. Ledbetter, hopefully you keep that tradition up. But I think he's going to have some competition, because his first Z06 is quite a car.
So we're very fortunate not only get to do this in Craig's house, but we have Harlan Charles with us. Now, Harlan has been called the Corvette guy. I know a lot of us want to be the Corvette guy, but you really are the Corvette guy. You know, you started your dream job with Corvette in 2001, and you're not just any marketing guy. I think you actually have a mechanical engineering degree also. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
So, you know, as the Corvette guy, tell us about the Z06 and what makes it special, a little bit about the history.
Yeah, so the Corvette has a great history, and Z06 is a big part of that. In 1963, Z06 was an option code. They sold 199 of them, and it was kind of, almost a secret thing that Zora Arcastundo created, that if you were serious about taking your Corvette racing, that gave you all the parts that you needed to go racing. But then it was dormant for a while. We brought it back as its own model in the 5th generation Corvette in 2001, and quickly it became to be our showcase for bringing racing technology to the street car. So when we went in 2006, we had an all aluminum frame or carbon fiber parts. In the 7th generation in 2015, we opened it up to open air body styles, because Z06 became so popular. People wanted a convertible version, things like that. But now we've hit 2023, and coming off of the fantastic 8th generation mid-engine architecture, able to create, you know, a supercar that can compete with the best in the world and win. So if you look at the car, some of the design features, you'll see it has its own unique fenders, quarters, and front and rear fascias. It's the most changes we've done from the standard Stingray in the history of the Z06. And the reason those wider wheels and tires. So the wheels are an inch bigger in diameter, 20s and 21s in the back. And the tires are 30 millimeters wider in the front, 40 in the back. Actually, the rear is a 345 width on a 21 by 13 inch wheel. So very impressive. And we have both aluminum wheels and carbon fiber for the first time on
This way, please.
This way, please. We're going to get the Z06 in the background. There we go.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the last video. I hand selected a couple videos for you to watch right now. Click here.